Coming up, what do you think we need to be paying close attention to moving forward in order to improve outcomes for young children?
I would have at first gone to workforce until I thought about it. And it really is all about the money. At the end of the day, it's all about the money. We've been saying that in this field for how many years now? 40 years, some of us, 40 plus years, some of us. It really is all about the money. When you think about workforce, what's our biggest issue? It's compensation. Yes, it's other things as well, but it's also compensation. At Clayton Early Learning, we're able to, in our Educare school, pay our teachers much better than most other licensed child care programs around, but we can't compete with Denver Public Schools. And so we are a recruitment site for Denver Public Schools. They come and recruit our teachers day in, day out because they know they're going to get a really good one and they can pay him or her a better salary. So we have to crack that nut. At this point in my life where I can sort of say kind of whatever I want, I guess. That's so freeing, let me tell you. It's so freeing. I really feel like until a free public education starts at birth, we're not going to solve a lot of the issues we have in this field. And certainly there are lots of other things we need to be paying attention to. Our governor, Jared Polis, walked in the door, said, I'm going to do full day K, and guess what? We've got full day K. How do you determine what your priorities actually are? What is it that, if this thing happens, what are the 6 things behind it that are then going to happen or not happen? Where do you begin? Sometimes you have to begin at a place that isn't your goal and you feel like you've given up a whole bunch of things. That would be another area I would put high on the list. What's happening to our babies? Not just licensed childcare, not just center-based programs, not just home visiting. It's all of the above, and it's also how are we supporting our parents, our families, their economic security, their goals and dreams and objectives they have for their lives. How are we engaging them as full partners in all of this work, and especially around the infants and toddlers? If we don't partner with the people who are actually birthing and raising these children, their very own families, I think we're often missing the boat.
Can you share some thoughts about your leadership and just some reflections on your leadership style and your leadership strengths and advice you might give to some of the other leaders in the room?
Goodness. That was supposed to be a quick question. Sorry. I would absolutely start with in every encounter, think about what you don't know. It's so quick and so easy to want to think about what you do know and to make sure everybody else knows that you know that and to think that you're having to teach everybody else stuff all the time. I've learned that humility goes a long way, and being a lifelong learner who is really interested in someone else's perspective. The whole 8 habits of highly effective people, 7 habits, there's an 8th habit now too, but sorry, yes, I'm dating myself there as well, but one of them that has always stuck with me is the one about seek first to understand and then to be understood. I think that will carry anyone so far. Because if you get it, those county commissioners or those county human service directors who said we want the slot to be occupied 3 times, well, once we found out why that was from some of them, it was because their own elected officials, county commissioners, their boards of usually 3 county commissioners in every county, wanted to be able to run on a platform with how many kids they'd served. So if we could change that narrative versus just fighting them over, the 3 months in childcare isn't going to get the kid anywhere, it changed the dialogue because we listened to what was it that was behind their resistance to something. It didn't change them all, obviously, but it went a long way. So I think the biggest piece of advice I could give is just put yourself in the shoes of the other side. really try to understand what the other people are trying to tell you or where they're coming from, and just don't ever think that you know it all, because you never will. There's always something new about it in there. So.